Are you ready to find out the real story of Queen's top 5 songs? You should stay to the end because the last one is crazy. Let's begin with a song that sounds like confidence, but was written from the opposite place. Most people hear this as pure dominance, but We Will Rock You is actually about transformation. The lyrics follow the same person at different stages of life: a loud boy, young man, and finally older figure facing consequences. It's not about power. It's about time humbling everyone. The stomping rhythm feels aggressive, but it's also communal, like a crowd judging you. Freddie isn't celebrating strength. He's warning that no one stays on top forever. The power of the song is that it makes you feel invincible while quietly reminding you that invincibility doesn't last. Now we move to a song built entirely on contradiction. This song sounds cool, confident, almost untouchable, but lyrically it's about loss after loss. One by one, people disappear. Relationships fail. Trust erodes. The phrase "another one bites the dust" isn't bragging, it's numbness. Freddie delivers the lyrics without emotion, and that's the point. This is what happens when disappointment becomes routine. You stop reacting. The groove distracts you from how bleak the message actually is, and that contrast is why the song feels so addictive. Next is the song where Queen stopped pretending. Under Pressure isn't subtle. It's anxiety set to music. The song describes what happens when expectations pile up: fame, relationships, money, identity, until breathing itself feels difficult. Freddie and David Bowie weren't writing poetry here. They were documenting mental overload. The most important line isn't loud: "Why can't we give love one more chance?" After all the chaos, the only solution offered is empathy. Not power, just understanding. That is why the song still feels painfully modern. Now we reach the most defiant song Queen ever released. On the surface, this feels like a fun anthem, but it's actually a confession. Freddie Mercury was struggling with identity, public expectations, and personal freedom. "I Want to Break Free" isn't rebellion, it's exhaustion. The song is about shedding roles imposed by society, fans, and even yourself. The famous video caused backlash, but Freddie didn't back down. This wasn't shock value, it was honesty. And that honesty cost him comfort, but gave millions of listeners permission to feel the same way. And now, the song that changed music forever. This isn't a song, it's an internal crisis. Bohemian Rhapsody is fragmented because the mind behind it was fragmented. Guilt, fear, identity, acceptance. Every section represents a different emotional state. Freddie never fully explained it, intentionally, but many believe it reflects his struggle with self-acceptance and the fear of living truthfully. The opera section isn't chaos, it's conflict. And when the song finally resolves, it doesn't end happily. It ends honestly. Queen didn't write music to comfort you. They wrote music to expose something. Fear behind confidence, pain behind spectacle, vulnerability behind power. And that's why their songs don't age, they wait. If you stayed until now, you don't just hear Queen anymore. You understand them. Check my channel for top 5 Michael Jackson songs. And please subscribe for more.